Make sure I don't have feedback from my mic on. I think it's okay. All right. Hello. I am far from the queen of the nerds. I miss her very much while she's away. Hope she enjoys her time off. Hope anybody that joins enjoys the stream. But I did tell Fred that I would try to stream in spirit without her. So if anybody is missing Fred, maybe you can join me and make fun of me and laugh at my shenanigans and stuff. Got a couple people came back last night and played PAX with me. Rage came back. He'd been on a hiatus for a bit. Dave got the game and joined us and came and enjoyed it some, and maybe he'll come back. We're gonna hope so anyway. Let's see. I'm gonna replace a few things that I used up yesterday, and I need to make Rage a sword because he doesn't have any broadsword that's worth a hoot, and because we can make much better stuff than we did when he was playing. Who knows? Maybe he and Dave will come back and join in and hang out. If anybody else is interested in hanging out, I am in Fred's Discord with the uh, multiplayer uh, thing open. Uh, Once again, I am not Fred. I am a very poor substitute for the Fred, but such is life. When Fred's away, we all have to make do the best we can, right? I do. Did you not know I streamed, Bo? I stream very infrequently. I am not at all what I would call a professional streamer, but I have been streaming off and on for a few years now. Um, I enjoy sharing the games I enjoy playing. That's one reason I love to join with Fred and her stream, um, and hang out. I don't have to figure out how to do things and how to talk to people and do all of the things. I can just log in and play the game I enjoy playing and hang out with Fred and have a good time, and things are just good. But yeah, so uh, a lot of my friends over the years have been streamers, uh, and I just usually try to support them in whatever way I can. And I found Pax through Fred. Actually, she was the one who got me into the game, so it's sort of her fault I play PAX. My setup is not as nice as hers. You love streaming. You might do it again someday. Okay. I had no idea you were a streamer. I need to follow you so I find out when you go live. Da, 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 da. Well, I thought there was a way I could just do that. Is there not? Have they made it more complicated? Da, 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 da. There we go. It's been years since you streamed. Oh, well, you know, uh, I hear it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn, you never really forget how. I don't know that that's the truth, but that's what I'm told. Uh, let's see what we need for an iron broadsword. Here we go. Those things. Need 12 worn out lockets, an iron sword blade, a hilt, and 2 iron bars. There's not some kind of a... I guess the 12 worn out lockets, they figure that's bad enough. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Do I have anything made up? Iron bars. Iron sword blade. More iron bars. What else was it? Sword hilt? What do you have to make a hilt out of? I guess that's what I'm going to have to do is make some hilts. Iron bars, bronze spike, and coarse leather. I have some bronze spike somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I did. Ah, bronze spike. And coarse leather. Alright, there's 10 hilts. Need some worn out lockets. Wrong place. Do. Attuned iron broadsword. So that'll make 2. Oh, because of the lockets. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that one rolled master crafted. Cool. Alright, and I think they said they needed shields too. Need some. That's a whole different animal altogether. Gadfly larva. Have fun? I will try to have fun. Thank you for stopping by and talking and checking it out. Hopefully, I am not too boring if you decide to leave me on in the background. If you do not leave me on in the background, that is perfectly fine. I understand. I am not the most exciting streamer. Oh, we have a bunch of gadfly larvae. Cool. Do we have some planks? I thought I might have seen some planks over here somewhere. Planks. Maybe I didn't see planks over here. Well, there's some wood. They can be planks. All right. Where was that? That one? That one. All right. Iron sheets and iron studs. Do do do. Iron sheets and iron studs. Are the iron ingots? Are they in this one? Nope. Are they in this one? That's steel, I'm pretty sure. Ah, there's some iron. That's probably enough to make sheets out of, right? Do do do. Do do do. I realize this is insanely exciting for anybody else who's watching it. But this is much of what you do in Pax Day. You gather the things, then you refine the things, and then once you get all that done, you craft the things out of the things so that you have things. Yes, I know that I said that very confusingly, but this is life and truth. All right. All right, let's see here about these heaters. No master crafting on the shields. Oh well. Such is life. Let's see. I should probably put those up. Oh, I can make another. I bet I can make another sword. Maybe. Maybe I get him another master crafted one. Let's see. No, just regular. Oh well. Let's see. My cat is trying to climb up in my lap right now. It's a complicated thing sometimes. For those of you who don't own cats or aren't owned by a cat, you may not understand that, but it is a complicated thing sometimes.
Charging battery.
Let's see.
Charge complete.
Studs. Wrought iron studs. Okay. Hinge. Oh, those are different types of leather strings, aren't they? Oh well. Trying to figure out what to do here. Trying to make the most spots available in a row for like-minded items. There we go. Okay, so I get all of the iron bars in there. All of the iron sheets fit in there. Oh, they will. Iron studs. Okay. And the one down below here. Were there? I don't know. I can't remember. If there are axes in that upper chest or not. If there are, I should put them together. There are. So now there are all the axes stacked together. That will take up less room. Let's get that out of there. What are you? Wrought iron spike. Okay. Wrought iron bar. Okay. That goes downstairs. Uh, okay. Please don't eat my microphone, Hollywood. Uh, for all those of you who don't have a cat or a cat doesn't have you, you'll never know the joys of trying to do anything at a computer with a cat trying to help you do it without one. So I highly recommend at some time in your life, get a cat. Enjoy it. Okay, there's that stuff. What is that? Elderberry? I could probably figure out where that stuff goes. If I tried hard enough. Somehow we have gotten some armor mishmashed. We'll put that over there. Maybe somebody that doesn't have any armor will enjoy that particular piece of armor. Okay. Keep opening the wrong chest. Goes upstairs. Ready. Let's see. What do we need to do? I should probably get some heavier armor and go and do some stuff. Let me see what we can see. I do not expect to need spirit potions. If I am not healing. Let's see. Where did I put my stuff at when I took it off last night? That's the problem with taking stuff off and throwing it in a box. You don't remember where you stuck it at whenever you took it off. I don't know if any of you guys ever do that or not, but I am guilty. Might it be in here? Might it be in here? That might be the pants. That might be the helmet. That might be the chest. And that might be the maul. Alright, so if I put this on, these on, this on, There's a chest over here somewhere. Or was it a chest? I could just stuff it in there for right now. That, and that. Should probably eat a bite. Go over here and pick up these little camps. I see a deer. I need his meat. Hello, deer. Are you tasty? I bet you are. The other one ran off. Stay in here for a moment. He should come right back. Hmm. Skin that deer. Skin this deer. And I heard something down this way that I felt like was a deer. Maybe? I don't see one. Am I hearing things? Maybe it wasn't a deer? I see a piggy over there. I'll go bash him in the head. Hello, bacon. I have come for you. Been told I will use boxes of onions for leveling, and then I will need them regularly for recipes. So, since I'm still fairly low level in cooking, I have started picking up all of the onions. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, there's a deer. Hello, Mr. Deer. Ka-ching! Flop. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. What a relief it is. Did I not get a carcass from that? That's terrible. Okay. I guess such is life. Grab these onions up here. Grab these onions over here. Hmm. Everything is a DPS race in this for me. When I'm in melee mode. Let's see. These guys down here. Yeah, get them, then go up. Those 2. Those 3. Get my health back up. Full again. He shot the tree trying to shoot me there. That's funny. And we go over here and... Oh, blueberries. Hello, Mr. Archer. One worn out locket. Ah, ah, ah. And we go down here. Is it out this way? Or is it down this way? It's down that way. Yeah, I'm probably fine. Two worn out lockets. Ability is on cooldown. Oh, there's a deer. We definitely need that deer. Thank you very much for participating. Apparently I needed to chop that tree very bad. It was very important. It was imperative that we chop that tree. Why? Oh, I don't know. Yoo-hoo. You. Hmm. Haven't ever had that happen before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. So what are we getting? We've got 3 lockets. No cracked lockets, just the worn out ones there. On down here. Hello, Piggy. Have you come to become bacon? I think you have. You seem to be bacon. One deer. Is the other one not coming back? There it comes. Just took it a second to decide to come back in. Let's see here. Go around here. Come in here. Hello, sir. I've come to inquire about your car's extended warranty. I think that we can save you some money with Geico. What about you? Are you looking to save money on your car insurance? Hey, you. We're up to 8 worn-out lockets. Alright, let's see here. Trying to watch for deer, because that's really what I need is deer. There's 2 right there. Look at that. It's finer than frog hair. Yeah, should come back in just a minute. Oh, wait. There we go. I don't think I'm doing enough DPS to kill this guy. Gonna have to run off and heal up. Alright, let's get my health back. Then we'll go back and we'll talk to him. So if we can figure out why he was so hard to kill. I know that this healer healed him, and she put the healing spell to heal over time on him. But I did the what should have been the interrupt there. So he shouldn't have been able to heal that much, I wouldn't think, but who knows? Deer carcass. Deer carcass. There we go. Now he's taking damage properly this time. Deer up on the hill there. Is it just the one? I think it might be. There we go. Don't talk to him, slay him. You're probably not wrong about that being the right thing to do. Let's see here. Hello, nope. How are you today, sir? Yeah. What have you got here? You got something for me? Nope, nope, nope. This is actually not an incredibly popular game. It is very slow and grindy. I very much enjoy the game. It reminds me of some of the old school MMOs I played a long time ago. Like it's kind of a cross between, say, Ultima Online. I don't know if you ever played that back in the day, and but it has much more modern graphics. But there's a lot of skill-based stuff to it, crafting, grinding, uh, going and getting stuff, doing the things. I am doing very well. I am off work, fat and sassy. The weather is warm in Tennessee, uh, and I'm just tickled pink. Are you a PAX player, or did you just happen to see me playing it and thought, oh, that looks interesting, and nobody's watching this guy? Let's see what he's got going on. I am not a normal streamer either. The lady who streams usually in our group is off on vacation, and I was trying to stream to give people a place to hang out who usually hang out in her stream. So that's why you don't often see me streaming either. I am not really set up for streaming. I don't have a camera or any of that. I just let the game play and then talk during it. Oh, cool. I didn't realize this game was on Xbox Game Pass. It's a fairly demanding game. Um, I am on PC playing it. Uh, it's it pushes your GPU and your graphics card pretty hard. If they've optimized it for a console, they have done some amazing optimizations. This is true. And that's why I like doing it like this when I do it. I just like to play and let the game, you know, let people see the game, see what's going on, and then talk and try to be personable. Uh, I think you can have fun and kind of, get to know people without seeing them. And you know, uh, the internet or streaming and everything is there's a lot of very strong personalities, and I'm not really that person. I'm just kind of like playing, hanging out, and having a good time. Ah, it's always good if you can save a few bucks, man. Games are expensive. I think this one is on sale right now on Steam. I don't know how much it is on Game Pass. I think it's like, I want to say like 20 bucks on Steam right now on sale. When I bought it, I think it was 49 or 59 or something. I'm not sure. But I do very much enjoy this little game. Oh, my food's falling off. Are you an old school gamer? Do you like old school MMOs, or do you like what kind of genre do you prefer to play? I guess, and maybe I can help you figure out if this might be something that you would be interested in playing, because it stinks to waste money if it's not something that's for you. This is our. It's technically my plot, but we use it for a lot of the guild stuff, so it's not just my plot. Let's see, got some leather I gotta put away, some onions, some penny buns. Where are the penny buns? I know they're right here somewhere. Aha, penny buns. Uh, Grew up playing FPS games, better with PC, everything. Only my DC Universe and Elder Scrolls Online. This is nowhere near as flashy as that type of stuff. Um, I would say it's fairly different from ESO. Um, it's just a very slow burn, grindy kind of game. I don't know how else to describe it. ESO is very story driven. This is very much a sandbox where you have to decide what you want to do. There's no story, there's no questing, there's no do this, do that kind of thing. You log in, you go, I want to do what I want to do. I want to chop woods. I want to go kill people. I want to farm resources, whatever it is that you want to do. And then you go do those things. It's a very much a sandbox game. They count on players to provide the content. You either find people to play with or people to fight against, or try to be a shopkeeper, or figure out what it is in the game that you want to do for entertainment. Because the game very much does not hold your hand and do anything. You like to go find people to fight? There is some PvP in this game. There is one zone that is dedicated to PvP called Lioness. Um, it's really, though, it's more about groups. If you're not part of a group, I don't know how well you could do at PvP, because I think it's likely that you run into a lot of groups. But there are people you can go fight. It's just, it may be a very one-sided fight if you go to Lioness solo and run into some of the clans. But you can definitely go and find people to fight. They are on and about and are doing things. Not sure why I wound up with that 20 pieces of wood there. Oh, I think I chopped a tree a while ago. And that's how I wound up with 20 random pieces of wood. The PvP is very group centric. You count on lots of people doing lots of things. I thought I had some wood here somewhere. I'll put it right there for right now. Should probably go and fix my stuff. There is durability in the game, and stuff does take damage over time and does break. Like, see, my 2 bracelets are about broken, and my van bracers are about broken. But not too bad. Silver bracelet, and van bracers. Let's see. I think I'm going to wait for the van bracers to all the way break before I get new ones, because those are still pretty good, and I probably won't make another pair that nice if I try to make another pair right now. Right now they're just for looks. They used to provide item power and stuff. They're revamping a lot of the game with the crafting and what some of the items do and stuff. Um, they also help to spread out the damage when you die, so that if you die in PvE, that you don't lose all of the durability from your other armor and stuff. I'll go try and pick up another PvP shrine in the fast travel. Who knows, maybe I'll run into somebody and you can watch me die. I haven't mapped out all of the PvP spots up here in Linus. Let's see, where do I want to go to? I think I need to get that one right there. So I have unlocked all of the PvP shrines on this side. And I'll need to unlock the ones on this side. So that one, and that one. See how they're gray? I can't travel to those. So let's see what I can do. So to follow this road basically up to there. Do, 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 do. If you die, players can steal your possessions. I have been sent home naked on multiple occasions, and it may happen again tonight on stream. And you guys can see just how bad I really am at PvP if it does. Whole group of residual harvesters up there standing by that rock just kind of hanging out. If I try to fight those, it'd make a bunch of noise, so I'm not excited really about trying to let everybody know I'm here running through the PvP zone, so I'll just take and beboppity bop on this way. Is that just grass or is that What's raspberries? I want to go this way, I think. Nope, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Yep, this way. What's that over there? That looks like it could be white grapes. That is white grapes. Well, since I'm here, might as well gather the white grapes. Need several boxes of white grapes. We'll try and get Fred to level up her carpentry at some point in time. So she'll need several boxes of white grapes for that, and then I need the grapes for making raisins in whenever I cook. Just the fast travel spots, no mounts right now. They're talking about adding mounts. They're not in game yet. That's a brown bear with a skull over its head, so I'm going to try to avoid him. Because he's just going to eat my face if I try to fight him, so I'm just going to try to run from him. He'll de-aggro eventually, maybe. Grab these white grapes while I'm here. Do, do, do. I hear pigs. Alright, continue with the run. What is that? That looks very interesting. Is that Canaanite? I believe it is. Oh, cool. I'll take that. Yoink. There's some more grapes over there, or is that my imagination? I believe that's more grapes. Might as well get those too while we're here, right? Yoinking the grapes. Don't really need strawberries. No, there's no dual wield. You can use a sword and shield or a mace and shield, like a one-handed mace and shield, but there's no, like, you can't do dual daggers or anything like that. Dual hatchets. There's no like two weapons. There's a hand spear and a shield, sword and shield, and mace and shield. But that's as close as you can get to dual wield. It's like I want to go this way. Do do do. More grapes over there. Those onions? Yeah, those are onions. Don't really need those. I mean, we need those, but there's a bunch of those that are around the house. I could probably fight this wolf. Should probably start blocking that so I don't take quite so much damage. Is that more grapes over there? Grapes, who's that? I hear a bear somewhere. Where is Sit Bear. There is Sit Bear. I don't really want to play with you, Bear. Why don't you go find someone else to play with? Go away, Bear. I don't want to pet you. I just want to grab the mushrooms. Is that some more grapes over there? This may be my lucky day on grapes. Assuming I don't get killed and go home without any of them. That's also a possibility. Now of the something spawning soon. That may mean I'm fixing to have a bunch of company down here. We'll see. Everybody says that the best way to avoid people in this game is to avoid the roads and just run along the roads beside them. And I'm going to eventually run into somebody, but every time I run into people, I'd spend while I was trying to avoid the roads. Expedition 33 Player Obscure's game. Yes, that's a great game. I believe that won Game of the Year last year. It's a very good game. It's very popular. A lot of people absolutely love that little game. I never got into it, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've not played it. I've had some friends who played it. I've seen some gameplay of it. It. I mean, I think it's probably a good game. Uh, I got into this one and I just haven't stopped since I got into this one. Another bear over there, silly bear. Is that some iron right there? That does look like some iron right there. What's that? What are you? Divine mushrooms. That's more of the grapes. It is some more grapes. Phenomenal storyline. Oh, there's another one. We do not want to play with two of those. Do do do. Just passing through, puppies. Oh, exiting the PvP zone. Okay. I must be into the next level of safety. You can only run so fast. And I try to keep my stamina so if I need it for something else. Once your stamina gets broken, it breaks your block and you're stunned effectively. So I just saw the one person when I very first spawned in. That's the only person I've seen in the PvP zone tonight. Fast travel unlocked. That's kind of pretty. Visuals in this game are just absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Not quite full. Where is the next fast travel at? Where are the Mornells spawning? Where do they spawn at? I do not know. That one appears in 950, 950, 950. Okay, so all of the Mornells are about to start spawning, looks like then. Huh. Holy grapes. Yeah, but they don't go as far as you think they would when you start making stuff out of them. I used, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 boxes whenever I was leveling carpentry to make decorations with them. Uh, so they don't go that far, really. Trying to decide if I should try to run from here up to there. I kind of don't think so. I kind of think I need to wait. When the Mornells aren't spawning, but it is a long run, especially whenever you take into account you have to run past the PvP zone. And I'm assuming that the unhinged guys and the Valor guys and the Darnites will try to be out here gathering for that. So there's good potential for groups of people to be out coming after the Mornell tree because they need the Mornell tree to fuel their bases up here in the PvP zone. These towns are only for those clans that own them, uh, but they have to have the wood from the Mornell tree to um, make it be able to keep it going. And see, the roads go near their place where they'll be out on the road here going to it. And if these guys come down to contest for it, they'll be, well, they're probably on that road. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know what my best bet is. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try that run tonight. I think I'm going to go back home. I'll try that another night. Maybe tomorrow night or something. about filling my pack up before I go home. I still have 15 minutes on the buff, so no point in letting that go to waste. And I'm not a PvP main anyway. Um, like I said, a lot of times whenever I run into people, I wind up going home with adding gear and either have to gather stuff and make more gear or something. That's June's house there on the left. It's a pretty nice place. All the buildings in the game are player built. That's the guy built that. And this house is a player built house. Pretty massive if you think about it. Whole little complex he's got going on here. Gather the flax. Never have enough flax to make linen out of. And there's a lot of. This is a very chill and relaxed game. If you really want to PvP, like I said, I think you have to get in with a big clan that wants to PvP to be very successful at it. Um, the couple of times I run up against somebody one on one, I was able to get away, not kill them, like literally, like uh, either stun or slow them and root them and get away, or just be able to run off and stuff. But I never had a weapon to do a lot of damage. Oh, excuse me, when I ran up to somebody in a fair fight, it's always been where I had like, something like this. This mace just doesn't do much damage, but I'd like to try and level it up for the PvE side of it. What goes out here? It's not apple. That's not grapes. That's some grapes. How about you? Are you grapes also? That's grapes. All right. Guess that one. Guess so. It's where it's going anyway. Cannonite, leather. Oh, some meat. Onions. That's leather. 210, 305. No, 300. Yeah, 200, 310 and 305. Pretty equal numbers of the stuff to make the oils and stuff out of. leather. There, that goes in there. That goes in there. Flax goes there. There it is. Couldn't find the right box for a second. Sinew goes in there, at least right now. What do we want to do now? I think my Freeport is cooled off yet. No, it's not. Swap characters. Take her and go mine for a while. See what she can get into. Freeport? Yep. Oh shoot, I've got stuff in my bag. Oh, too late. I didn't get it stopped in time. Oh well. Alright. 13 deer. My food buff's going on, so I have more stamina and more health.
Mic on.
Let's see here. Definitely headed in the right direction. Do. See, has somebody been through here? Looks like the first little bit of ore is already dug. But the second little bit is not. Interesting. Maybe somebody takes a slightly different path than I do. Could be. Map, yes, the map is really huge. Our guild hall is down here in Vitry at the head of the lake. I don't have a mark on it for this character. I'm not sure why I don't have a mark on it. I did have a mark on it. And then the house, the guild, my house that we use as a guild house is right here. And all of these are home valleys in the game. And let's see, there's a good place down here to gather cotton. There's a good place. I don't remember where is it Langers? I don't remember the other one. There's a couple of good places to gather cotton. This is where I often come just to mine iron and stuff and pick blackberries. This is the Wildlands. It's not a PvP zone. If you die here, you drop all of your possessions and you have to run back naked and get them or lose them. But other players can't loot you here. The other zone I was in was a fully loot PvP zone. That's why there are some fast travel points because it's a fair distance from one place to the other. That's part of the allure of a sandbox game is, you get to decide what you do and where you go do things, and there's not a reason for you to go there if you don't have a reason to go there. So I like that kind of stuff. If you don't like trying to figure out uh, uh, what to do in a game, this might not be a good choice for you. If you enjoy the freedom of being able to decide what you want to do in a game, then this is a great game. I very much enjoy being able to pick and choose what I do. If I want to come home from work and just go out and bust rocks and gather ore, kill a few animals, gather some berries, gather some rye, some wheat, I can. Yes, yes, you have to run. You run to the first time. Once you get to a place, you unlock the fast travel. This character, I haven't even run it around all of this map yet. I've gotten this spot, um, the Victory Shrine, and the Air Shrine. I haven't even unlocked any of these other fast travel shrines yet. See, I could fast travel to there, or I could recall to home, but I can't fast travel to here, or here, or here. So yeah, it's very much a you know go out and explore the world and see the things. It takes, I think, about 5 or 6 hours to unlock all of the shrines if you just like make a point on each map. And there are 4 PvE maps and a PvP map. So that if you just went around to every shrine and didn't do anything else and didn't talk to anybody else and didn't harvest anything, that would take about 38 to 40 hours, I would guess. That number may be wrong, but I think that's about I think it's close. I really do think it's close. It may not be right, but I think it's close. There's NPCs in that keep right there. They may come boiling out on me here in a few minutes. We'll see. I'm not going to go look for them because they're like level 3. I don't think they're elites. But this character doesn't have much combat, and I'm just wearing like newbie gear. See that? See here. Yeah, see, like I'm wearing like level 130 armor. Just like, trash. But I have been up running around the PvP zone this character too, and didn't want to lose anything very valuable. Got an opal. I didn't even notice I had an opal. That's cool. Need some hematite. Maybe I'll get some hematite while I do this. I keep thinking I hear a bear, and I'm pretty sure I do, but I don't know where it's at. Ah, one hematite. Yes, I have won the game. That is a very useful piece of mineral right there. I wind up spending a lot of time in the game doing stuff like this. There's bronze, tin, impure iron, iron, pure iron. There's nice rock, limestone, um, and granite to mine. And I just genuinely wind up spending a lot of time doing this kind of stuff. And I don't mind it. So, but if you don't like this kind of stuff, you might not like it. Wonder if I can get that one guy to come out and talk to me. Hey, you. No? Grab some of this rye. I need a bunch of rye and a bunch of wheat and a bunch of barley. And they also did a really good job making this game pretty, I think. Here, climb this wall, climb the wall, a little more. Scoot out here and dig some rock. Be rocking the rock. I have seen Crimson Desert. I think that looks really interesting. I played Black Desert for a while, and I really enjoyed it. And Pearl Abyss, the same company that makes Black Desert, made Crimson Desert. Um, there's a little bit of negativity going on around it, but that might be something I try out and do too. It's also just a single player game, and I really like multiplayer games to do stuff with other players, interact with other players and stuff. And if you don't like that, then that may not matter. But I think I would miss the multiplayer aspect of it if I was just playing Crimson Desert. Have you tried Crimson Desert yet yourself? I know one thing that a lot of people were shocked by was like when Crimson Desert told the people if they had an Intel graphics card, they should just go ahead and refund it because they weren't going to support Intel graphics card. Yeah, I think if you let it cook for a little while and let them work the bugs out of it and stuff, I think you could have a much better player experience because they'll definitely fix things that people are finding and complaining about right now. Uh, Pearl Abyss has been making video games for years, and they know how to do things once they get up and running. I just don't like how they, told people if you don't have an NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD graphics card, go kick rocks. I thought that was kind of bad. Maybe that's just because I don't like hardware snobs, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying it's like not a legitimate concern. I'm just saying that that doesn't seem like an appropriate response. But maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I've never tried to code for a video game and never really code for anything, so I may be looking at it wrong and may not know what I'm talking about. Maybe just incredibly more difficult than I think it is. Is that rye? That is rye. I need that rye. I need that blackberries. Yep, the rye and the blackberries. Oh yes, I've seen that well a lot. One of the best examples I ever saw of that was like New World. I don't know if you ever played New World or something, but back when New World first launched, they would fix one thing, and the day after they did a hot patch and fixed one thing, there would be a half a dozen game-breaking bugs because of what they fixed, where the code messed up other things. So yep, I have definitely seen that happen. Oh, out of stamina. Get that goat to come over here and say howdy. Some more rye, some more iron, and a piggy. Come here, bacon. I need you. You think it's too unoptimized for a 1060 to run it? Is that what you think? 1060 used to be the beast. I recently upgraded my graphics card. Well, last summer I upgraded my graphics card. This is a 9070 XT. I went with an AMD this time. So far, I really like the card. Yeah, everything does seem to wear out over time. And, it makes sense that it has to be upgraded. 6-year-old card, I mean, that's a, that's a pretty good lifetime out of one if you think about it. Trying to think. I think I had 4 years out of my card. And then went to the 9070. Oh, you bought it on the secondhand market? Okay, fair enough. When did that come out? Is that like one of the 2017 graphics cards that came out? Or was it even before that? I know that people talk about 2016, 2017 was like the golden age of videos. Game building. 2016. Wow. Yeah, that's literally 10 years ago, isn't it? It's pretty impressive if you think about it from that standpoint, that it still games at all. Not a weight restriction in the game. You don't like get overweight and get encumbered or anything, but you do only have so many slots to carry stuff in. So once you run out of space to put stuff, you are out of space. So you go back home and empty your bag. Oh, you went to a 5070 Ti? Okay, so you really like the Nvidia cards, then you like the Team Ring. The Ti, that's the one with the 16 gigs of VRAM too, right? Or is that a 12 gig card? I can't remember. I think the 5070 is Ti is a 16 gig card. 16 gigabyte, yeah. There you go. That'll probably last you for quite a while right there. Well, I mean, get what you like. I'm not trying to advertise for AMD. It's not like they paid me to do it or anything. It's just that that's what I chose. I decided that I wanted to try an AMD card this time. Everybody's different. Everybody has different experiences and different likes and dislikes. I just really like this one. Intel may come out with some GPU or CPUs to get back into stuff. And then Nvidia is working on CPUs, so you never know. Your next one might be an all Intel build or an all Nvidia build, where you have an Nvidia processor and an Nvidia card. I think it'd be pretty cool in a lot of ways. Uh, I mean, it's good to be able to mix and match and stuff, but it's also kind of cool to have like, you know, everything from the same company. Pure performance. Yeah. Well, that 5070 Ti should give you that. I really wanted a 5080, but the price, I just couldn't justify the price. And then I kept doing research and, all the reviews and everything. And that's how I settled on the 9070 XT. Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't as bad few months ago, back in the last summer, as it is now. Now the prices are insane on everything, and plus you've got RAM through the roof on top of all that. I think I paid like $80 for the set of RAM I got right now, and I looked at it on Newegg the other day, and it was like $450 for uh, two sticks of RAM like this, which is really insane. I don't understand how they think that people are going to build PCs in this kind of market. I mean, somebody apparently is, because they're still making parts, the other parts and stuff. But I felt like I was very fortunate to buy and build when I did. Yes, I agree. It is pretty absurd. But I guess that the market will bear what the market will bear, as long as people are willing to pay the price. They're willing to sell it at that price. Yes, that's what I was saying. I think I paid like 80 bucks for the set I have now, and I looked at the same set on Newegg the other day, and it was, I think it was like $450 or something like that, something crazy. What do you want? Tell me. What would you like to have? 6,000? That one's not really a gaming PC though, right? That's like for running AI um, models and stuff, right? Like advanced learning models and stuff. it does the architecture and stuff. It doesn't support game drivers, does it, or does it? I mean, I understand it's a honking hunk of hardware, but without drivers that support games and stuff, I don't know how useful that would really be. I mean, it would be cool to say you had that, but oh, it does? Maybe I'm wrong then. But they're also like, you know, what, 10 grand or something? Something pretty ridiculous. 10, yeah, 10K. That's what I was thinking. They were something pretty chunky. I was thinking that price was pretty redonkulous. $600 just for the card alone. Yeah. See, that's pretty crazy. Uh, you run that many hours a day, and you might have a second light bill. I bet it puts out a lot of heat too. It would almost have to. And it's about to be summer. I'm not sure where part of the world you're in, but here it gets pretty warm in the summertime. I'm in Tennessee. And so if I had a heater running beside me, my air conditioner would have to work incredibly hard to keep the house cool. I want to get these pigs first, probably. Let's saw some more ore. Oh, there it is. Couldn't figure out where I saw it at. Oh man, that sounds pretty rough. That sounds like that would make the water bill or the electric bill more too. I mean, because it would run constantly for 24 hours. Like, I don't know how that would work, but that sounds like that could be potentially problematic. Did you get that? I guess you got to wait till you get the new part before you can change it, but that definitely sounds like something you should look into changing. Hello, Bacon. I have come to harvest you. $13 deer, 14 boar, 13 goats. See if I see any more critters right here I can kill and skin right quick before I recall home. It is. I wind up picking and choosing what to save and what to drop. You have so many inventory slots. It doesn't have weight, but stuff will only stack so high, and you only get so many slots. And once you're full till you go home and empty out. Just thought there might be a couple more goats I could harvest right here, right quick, or something. A couple more pigs. Don't find any in a second. I'll recall to home. There's some bacon. Do do. See a bear over there. I don't really want to pet him. But I think there are a couple of goats up here. Maybe some blackberries. I see a goat. At least one. Two goats. And a bear. No, no, no. Bears are not my friends. They want to eat me. I don't know why they want to eat me. Maybe they think I'm tasty. Thought there might be some pigs up here. I don't see, but there are some blackberries. There's some more ore that I don't have any room to put. And there's some more blackberries. And two pieces of bacon down there. Coming up here. Oh, there's some bacon over there too. Let's see, where do we want to go? Alright, bacon. The bacon. Make the bacon. Make the bacon. Alrighty. Goodness gracious alive. So that got me up to, what have I got? 50 of those, 18 of those, 19 boar meat. 48 sinew. That's probably, let's go up top and just see if there's a couple of goats standing up there. If there's a couple of goats, we can grab them right quick before we go home. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have it in me tonight. I've been up since 4:30 my time this morning for work. I'm running a little bit low on gumption, so I may go home and empty my bag and not be at it very much longer. Wait till tomorrow night and see if I feel a little more like it and try it again then. But I would like to have a couple, 2 or 3 more goats if I could find them. Looky there. Ask and you shall receive. A boar. No point in killing them too then. Let's go home. What do I do for work? I work at a cabinet shop. We build cabinets and counter systems and bookcases and stuff like that. Do you also make cabinetry? That's pretty cool. It's a small world, isn't it? You're not the first person I've told something like that to. There's a ton of cabinet makers in the United States. I assume you're in the United States. Um, in addition to the big few, there's like little cabinet shops just scattered all over the world. North Carolina, very cool. I'm in Tennessee, so we're just across the state line, probably. You've been building for 5 years. I've been with the company I'm with now since 2015, so I guess this is year 11. But yeah, it really is a small world after all. I'm gonna have to do something with those before too awful long. That's a thankless task, isn't it? To have to be the person that does that. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah, that's the way it works. You either do the things and make sure they're done right, or you have to hear about it later. I do completely understand that. I have been there and done it and had all of the fun conversations. That's probably, I'm guessing, because he gets better results talking to you. That would be my assumption on Let's see, blackberries. That's blueberries. That's blackberries. Probably leads to a more pleasant work experience not pointing it out. I would wager. Yep. There you go. Been around for a while and seen how things are done, know how to do things. People come and ask you how to fix things and how to make things work. Yep. That seems to be a popular way of doing things. You're the second youngest there? That is pretty cool, though. That's actually really cool that you've done that. Second youngest person there, and you're already in that position. That speaks a great deal about how confident you are and how well organized and how serious you take that kind of stuff. So that's cool. I'm glad for you. When I was young, I was not uh, suitable for that sort of thing. I'm much better about it now that I'm a little older and have a little more uh, experience under my belt and stuff. Looks like you're having trouble. Here, can't hit me. Oh well. Well, depending on how things go, that may be a thing. I don't know. Uh, I would probably, if I wanted that to happen, I would probably want to have some conversations about that if I were you, just to make sure that is the plan and I wasn't misunderstanding or being misled or anything. If you don't care, then, don't worry about it. Aggressive expansion, huh? Well, sometimes that's what you have to do. Maybe 15 minutes. That's about all I've got in me tonight, I think. Nope, no chopping. Oh well. You guys make a lot of stuff for the VA. That's kind of cool. We mostly do retail stuff. Oh, picking up some of the dandelions. And apparently I'm picking up some of the rock too. The nice rock. The devs are from Finland, so you see a lot of words from Finnish. Favorite part of the job? Um, I guess laying everything out and making sure that I think I've got everything and getting an idea what it's going to look like when it goes together. We do a lot of custom stuff, a lot of one-off stuff, and you get a set of prints and you lay. Uh, we have two CNC panel saws and three CNC routers that do most of the machining for us. Uh, so you get to lay everything out before you actually start building it, and make sure that you got an idea in your head how it's going to look, and then you put it together. So my favorite part, I guess, is laying it out, looking at it, getting an idea what it's going to look like when I get done with it, then put it all together and see if what I built matches what I thought it was going to look like whenever I put it together in my head. We have a sander. We have two panel saws. We have three CNC routers. Uh, and a CNC edge bander for like the MDF and stuff to put the edge banding on, like if it's an MDF like TFL cabinet, or if it's just a wood veneer and not like a solid wood cabinet. Oh man, not at the moment, but you never know. They run ads on Indeed fairly often, so you can always check it out. We have grown a lot since I started in 2015. There was 14 people that worked there when I started in 2015. Now we're right at 50. We're pretty big, but we like I said we do a lot of the commercial stuff, um, and sometimes we run out like whole 53-foot trailers full of stuff. Like if it's going to a big retail store or something, where we're doing all of the shelves and counters and everything. So we have to have a fair amount of people because even with all the CNC stuff, there's still a lot of stuff that if you can't read a tape measure, or if you don't can't build your own jigs because they don't supply that you can't really build the fixtures and stuff. You guys mostly do like kitchen cabinets and stuff like that? Is that what your bread and butter is? Like kitchen cabinets and home cabinets and stuff? You guys probably do much cooler, much more intricate stuff than we do too, though. Oh yeah. See, I bet you guys do like really intricate stuff where a lot of our stuff is just boxes. And I say just boxes, but they're just boxes. A lot of our stuff has to be built to hold up to stuff. Like our engineers will engineer it in to certain tolerances, and it has to support so much weight and stuff per shelf, stuff like that. And you have to build and do things certain ways. Is going on with my phone? There we go. Oh, using my phone as my screen to watch the stream and stream chat and chat. Yeah, I don't understand that because what are they going to put up in the top of the 10 feet tall cabinet though? Even the ones that are separate uppers and stuff. Um, how much stuff are they really going to put up near the top in that top 10 inches or so of that? I understand that that's how tall their ceilings are, but what are they going to put up there? I don't understand people. I just don't get it. We built some fixtures for a store, and they wanted them. I think they were, yeah, no, they were just under 10. They were like 116 inches tall, which was how tall their ceiling was. And we made them. They signed off on what they wanted on the engineered drawings and on the confirmation and all of the things. And we made them and sent them to them. And they had hired their own installers, and they couldn't stand them up in the store, and they wound up having to take and cut. I think it was 6 inches off of them to be able to use them, which was kind of funny. I thought. I guess that's kind of petty of me to think that's funny, but I thought it was kind of humorous that they insisted they be that tall and then they couldn't actually use them at that tall. They don't think about that, I promise. Well, that wasn't how they were designed. They were designed as like one solid unit. That was another thing. They wanted these so they could bolt them together, side panel to side panel. Um, and so they had to be like solid pieces. Had the toe kick and the valance and everything was all one piece. And had uh, we had to use uh, 10 feet Can-Am plywood as the side panels, so they could have them the height they were asking for. Uh, it was just kind of like crazy the what they insisted they needed, and then they couldn't actually use it. No, it's 10 feet tall, 10 feet long. You can order it 10 feet long. It's pricey, but yeah, you can get it at 10 feet long. We we've done several jobs where like there's tables and stuff that we have to build part of the spanners and stretchers out of it that are 10 feet long. But our standard we get is 8 feet. Now the MDF sheets are, I think they're 5 by 9, and then the lumber is all over the place. Ah, well you can do that also. Um, do the lap joint and do that, but we do we do fairly often do 10 feet, but it's like I said for stretchers and spanners and stuff like that. But his way works. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with doing it that way. But like our stuff is commercial, like I said too, and it has to hold up to weight limits and all that. So whereas you guys are doing stuff that homeowners use, and they're not gonna use it and abuse it like somebody who works in a store in a retail environment. You guys make your own shaker doors? Yeah, we do that too. We order some from a place down in Alabama, like if it's a big door order, so we don't have to make them. But with a bunch of doors or a bunch of odd sized doors, uh, they'll order those in, so we don't have to get bogged down in making all those shaker doors. Because it takes a few minutes, as with all the molding and everything and running everything through the router 27 times, making all the sticks. We use a lot of Arauco MDF on stuff. We used to do a lot of stuff with Uniboard MDF with the TFL sides and stuff. People who are building stores don't always understand that uh, everything is not exactly, there's not, they don't understand how there are differences in what wood looks like. They think it all looks like the TFL printed stuff. So sometimes it's just easier and better to make their stuff out of TFL and they get what looks the same. Oh yeah, I bet it did. 30 days of doing nothing but building doors, those shaker doors. Yeah, I can see how that would make for a rough day. That'd make a feller not wanting to go into work. You get bogged down doing that, like I said, really easy, and you get behind, and then when you get a little behind, it's hard to ever get caught back up. Well, you were probably trying to figure out how to get it done quicker so that you could move on to the next thing. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm glad you like it. Somebody needs to like that kind of stuff because we need people who can do it and who want to do it. And it's good to like what you do. I think that's great. And let me tell you, I think there's not enough people who enjoy working with their hands and stuff. It's just kind of wild how it seems like all that's falling apart nowadays. But I think I am going to call it here for tonight. I will probably be back tomorrow evening. If you get bored, come back, hang out. Uh, appreciate having you hang out and do stuff. And I just think I'm just about ready to call it a day. It's been, like I said, a long day at the office. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll talk to you later.